All right, hopefully this stays up here. All right. I'm going to make sure that the microphone is working properly. All right. Well, I already got a like. I wonder who that could be. I got likes before I got viewers. All right. This is episode number 161 of Genius Take the Wheel. Oh, look at that creamy colored, we call it a Twingo.
That's a cool color.
That's a cool color. Oh, that's a soft ass orange. All right. So, wait, does the flight actually take off at 7 p.m. or 7? Oh, okay.
Which is why we are timing it the way we are.
Yeah, it's cool. Got it. I got it. So, leaving the beautiful land of Germany. I will say this. I don't really want to get crazy political, but all I heard since I've been here is migrants, 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 and I haven't really seen that many. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I haven't really seen that many. All right, so thank you for watching. It is episode 161, and I appreciate every single one of you beautiful viewers. First, an autopsy of today's training. Much to the chagrin of the lovely ladies who are with me today, I could not leave without hitting my back day because
Save 13 minutes via A113.
just a lot of traffic though. I had to hit horizontal back because we are leaving at about 7 something local time here. But when we get back after an 8.5 hour flight, 8.5, right?
Yeah.
We will, as far as perceived time, will be just 3 hours later. So the flight leaves at 7:20 p.m. and lands at about 10 p.m. even though it's almost 9 hours long. And Mrs. Evil is showing off her German in the comments. Cool. So yeah, I figured that I would kind of talk to you lovely people before Duolingo. Talk to you lovely people before you leave. The weather was not really kind to us, all things considering being late September, early October. Or maybe I'm just an entitled, ignorant American. I don't know. But there was a lot of wind, with low temperatures and a fair bit of rain. I mean, it was kind of like London, weather-wise.
Worse though. London felt more. I think London, the humidity is higher, so the chill in the
Wasn't
air
as
wasn't
bad.
as bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Um, but yeah, very interesting situation there.
Weather's gonna warm up next week when we're gone.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Earth. What are we gonna do? So, let's do an autopsy on today's back workout. Um, I had to call an audible with my training today. And this is one of those things that I really do think that you guys who do train, um, I really do think that you guys should really listen up. So, we've all been injured in the gym in one way or another at various degrees. But a lot of the times, we, especially us animals, we start to P. Diddy our own bodies. I mean, against our body's will, we just say can't stop, and because we don't even know how to stop. And that's not a good thing in certain situations. But if you're smart, you can get ahead of potential injury before it happens. And I had one of those situations happen today. So I warmed up with the cable row, and let me tell you, I love this gym, Gold's Gym Berlin. Loved it. One pain point. There's a couple pain points. But this one, so obviously we're here in Europe. So the way that things are weighed here, everything is done in kilograms. So we know that it's 2.204 is the multiplication that you do in pounds to arrive at kilograms. So, so I know that if something is, if something is 100 kilograms, then I know I have to more than double it slightly. So 100 kilograms is going to be 220, something like 220 pounds, somewhere in that range. And so when I went to warm up my back on Friday when we got here last week, I went to warm up, and I warmed up at a weight that I thought that I could do as I'm warming up, and it's like this feels like really, really, really easy. And then I just kept raising the weight and kept raising the weight until I got to the bottom of the stack. Now, the bottom of the stack claims to be 213 kilograms, right? And it's like, okay, this is not over 440 pounds, 450 pounds. No way. No way in hell that this is over 450 pounds. Not possible. And there were a couple of other instances where I tested the weight on some of the machines, and there's just no way they could have been as heavy as it was claimed. So that kind of like messed up my conversions, my perception of how hard I was working based upon what I know to be, since I've been really working to lift very heavy weight lately. So after I did the warm-up, I went to go to where the squat racks are to do the bent over row with the barbell. And here's where it gets interesting. I like how they warn you. Traffic. I warmed up at 60 kilos for the bent over row, and that felt okay. And then I warmed up at 80 kilos, and that felt okay. And then I was settling at 100 kilos. And one of the things that I noticed when I hit it at 100 kilos, on the second set of 5, because I'm doing them in sets of 5. The second set, I felt something a little funny in my right bicep. Now, was it like the muscle belly? No, because then that would be a good thing. Sort of. Kind of. This was not that. This was something that felt very funny in the tendon, the biceps tendon. And it did not feel like pain. So I finished the second set. I did the third set, and it was after like getting like towards the 4th or the 5th rep on set 3, I was just like, I have to lower the weight. Gotta lower the weight, because I really thought that I just had this vision in my head of my biceps tendon snapping. And then, the muscle belly doing a fruit roll-up motion all the way up into my shoulder. So because it felt very strange, I decided to go back to 80 kilos. Instead of doing 2 more sets of 5 and 100 kilos, I went and I did 2 sets of 10 at 80 kilos. Now, the first set was fine. The second set, I started to really feel the bicep again around the 5th or the 6th repetition. So, what does that mean for me? And what could that potentially mean for you? There are a lot of guys, especially the guys that are on gear. They all report that it's very hard to tell where they should stop. Very, very difficult for them to tell. When they should stop training, when they should stop pushing, and then they get a tear here, they get a tear there, here a tear, there a tear, and it puts them out for a really long time. And I suspect that it's extremely physically painful when it pops as well. I've seen guys pop their biceps on bicep curls, pop their pecs on the bench press, all kinds of crazy stuff. And I just don't think that it's worth it. So your body will send you signals long before something bad happens. And again, those of you who are on gear, obviously I'm not talking to you, because I don't even know if you get those signals if you're on steroids. But for the rest of us regular guys that are trying to chase the steroid users in gains and never really quite catch up, if your muscle feels funny, and I don't mean ha-ha funny, I'm talking about, there's a weird kind of strain that I'm not used to. Even though I work this muscle out a lot, just stop. Stop what you're doing. And, perhaps maybe you did not fully recover from the last time you hit that muscle. Perhaps you maybe, really went to failure the last time. Maybe you did that and you're just not ready yet. It is better to err on the side of caution and live to get gains another day than to force your program because, I just got to force it. Nah, man. It's not worth it. There are plenty of bodybuilders that will tell you, man, if I would have just stopped one rep sooner, I would not be in this situation. If Diddy would have diddled one less Cassie, maybe he's not in this situation. Maybe if Diddy knew how to stop instead of refusing to stop, he would not be in this situation. And I think that a lot of people need to kind of have that kind of mindset where we need to start really thinking about the risk factors for things when we do things. There are a lot of people that have done very unscrupulous things, and so many of them would have gotten away with the bad things that they did if they just quit doing it in a timely manner. If they just stopped doing the thing that was wrong, like they tell people all the time, quit while you're ahead. Well, your muscles are going to tell you that sometimes too. Quit while you're ahead. Now, I'm not talking about being tired. I'm talking about weird sensations in your body that, especially if you're an experienced lifter, you've never felt that kind of strain. Like the strain that I felt was not in the actual red part of the muscle. It was in the connective tissue that I felt the strangeness. So for me, anytime I feel something weird in a joint, I have to stop and assess. And today was no different. Traditionalist. Good to see you. Thank you for supporting. Good
Cheers,
family.
good Jen. Cheers.
Is that like Alpha Academy? Shush.
Just bite. Cheers. Bite.
Thanks for hitting the like button. I appreciate you, brother. That vehicle looks so tall in the front that it should just tip over. It should just tip over.
Yeah.
It looks so top heavy.
Picking up anything?
No, I think that's a trailer.
Trailer.
Yeah.
Not trailing anything.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like one of those tractor trailer type of deals. So yeah. Again, you experienced lifters out there. Why are people putting on their hazards? Like, did you see that?
Maybe it was an accident.
No, like the van put on its hazards and then let it go, and then that red car behind it put on its hazards and then let him go, and then this blue car did the same thing.
That might be.
I wonder what that means. Oh, look, MX-5 Miata, tiny. I cannot read comments because I'm on the highway, so Mrs. Evil.
I'm sorry, I was just taking
Mrs. Evil is going to handle it.
Cute little car. Traditionalist says it's more like juice, but starting with a hard T. Juice.
Hey, I don't like to hear hard letters, yo.
But
I'm black.
will probably tell you I am totally wrong.
Can you shake this up and uncap it? when I do really adult things, she helps out by infantilizing the hell out of me. Oh, look at that old style 911. I mean, it's not old style. That's like from like the 1990s. But that was really cool. Yeah, so if you're feeling strange sensations, because it was kind of like a weird prickly feeling that I felt, um, you really probably should stop lifting at that point. Now, what I did was after I completed the bent over row, I went and I did some machine stuff at that was physically easier to do. But after a while, I could kind of feel more of the fatigue in my arm. Wow, this actually takes. I only looked at this because it said Genshin Impact on it.
Mhm.
It's actually a good one. It takes it.
I have to soak my Invisalign when I get home anyway.
I mean, you mess up one day on a plain day, it's not gonna.
No, I've been messing up multiple days, and we've been in situations where I haven't been able to brush my teeth before putting them on. I know I have to soak them anyway regularly, but
I'm.
yeah.
I need to figure out if there's a way I can get this beverage in the United States.
I have to read this comment. So he says, strange tingling, prickling sensation during bent over. You sure it wasn't a prostate exam?
It felt like, but it felt like the biceps tendon was getting a prostate exam, and that's when I had to really like stop it short. Like again, when it's normal to feel the fatigue from the contracting of the biceps in the row motion. Uh, that's normal. But when you're feeling it underneath the belly of the muscle, and what I mean by underneath, I'm talking about, you're not feeling it in the middle of your arm. You're feeling it more towards the crux of your elbow. So when your biceps leads down to that pit of your elbow, and you start feeling funny feelings in that pit of the elbow, your body's trying to tell you something. Trying to tell you to fuck off. So I think that I did a good job of recognizing the Chrysler 300. Don't see too many Kias either here, and I'm going to talk about this on TSP, so I don't want to give this away too much. One of the things that I noticed was here is that in Germany, they really seem to have a lot of national pride as far as the companies that they do business with. When I look at the cars on the road, the vast majority of the cars are either BMW or VW or Volkswagen Auto Group. I saw one Ford Mustang. I just saw a Chrysler 300, but it's BMW, Mercedes, VW, or Volkswagen Auto Group. And I mean, I've always favored, the Mercedes and the BMW, but yeah, the vast majority of the cars, you don't see a whole lot of Japanese or Korean cars here. I mean, you'll see the occasional Toyota, and a lot of them were like the Yaris for whatever reason.
Few comments, including car related.
Go ahead.
He says it's important to listen to your body, and if you want to work out, you also need to work on understanding the signs. And then on to car related comments. You'll see a lot of Kias in Germany with different models than in the US. Kia CEE and Cantos are very popular. And last one, Germany loves its German cars, and Europe loves its hatchbacks and station wagons.
It's insane how many fucking wagons. I'm in one. We're being passed by a bunch of them. It's crazy. It's crazy how many wagons. This one girl was dragging a huge wagon in the gym today, but I got the feeling that she was really desperate for people to look at her, so I didn't look at her. That's always my response to women that really seem like they won't come up and talk to you and say, "Hi, how are you doing?" They will put on pants that have a hard seam up the middle to make sure that it separates their butt cheeks and highlights each cheek so that everybody could stare at it. And when I see that style of dress and a face full of makeup when you're supposed to be working out, I'm turned off. Now, this chick definitely had the Transformers Dark Side of the Moon ass. Like that, it was massive. It was massive. It was really round. And I looked at it for about a total of maybe 18 seconds over 2 hours time. But after a while, I just grew immune to it, and I just ignored it.
Car question.
Yeah.
And how many trucks / pickups did you spot? Few to none?
I don't think I've seen a single MAGA truck. I don't think I've seen a single MAGA truck since I've been here.
He says those women in gyms are a trap. Gotta watch out for the hidden cameras.
Yep. You're not gonna see me put myself in a position where Joey Swole has to come and bail me out. Nah, son.
Car guy is here. He says, "Hey, doctor."
Hey, the car guy. Did you see the community post I put up that I tagged you on? Yeah. We have to find a way to get this in the States.
He says, "No, I'm gonna check."
The photo is a little blurry, but don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Let it go.
I want to say it. Asphalt.
Alfa Romeo, Giulia.
Entrance and exit are 2 words that will only be said in German when we go home. Einfahrt, Ausfahrt.
So a lot of farting. Anyway. So yeah, I went and I did some pullovers because I don't get I can't I can't do the lap pullover machine at home because we don't have one.
Car guy says he can't comment on it, so we'll probably check that when we get home. Additionalist says, "I see a blurred sign."
Yeah, the thing is that when I took the picture, it didn't look blurry at all, which is why I accepted it and then walked away. I don't know why that happened. Oh, didn't he just say? And then what pulls up in front of us?
Yeah.
The Kia Exceed. Oh man.
Our guy says, I was cyberbullying, now I can't comment, but in about 20 minutes I can comment.
Stop cyberbullying people. What are you doing that for? Bruh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Our guy says, but I drive an older one. It's a 2001 Passat.
Yeah. But I saw one in the street, so I was like, oh, we gotta get a picture of that for we didn't get the picture in front of Rossman. So
There
we
goes
used
another Passat. It's driving right past
Oh
us
yeah,
right
there's
now.
a Passat wagon driving past us. So we'll use the photo that
It's in my offer.
yeah. All your photos are.
Yes.
Which is why we cannot do OnlyFans.
He says, don't ask.
15 minutes via L76.
So we can save 15 minutes. Does it actually look worth it? All right. So yeah, my arm feels okay right now. If I choose to do any type of bicep work for probably the next, I don't know, 5 days, it's probably going to be very light. My next 2 back workouts, because I really want to protect my connective tissue. I don't want to have anything snap. You know.
Our guy puts in all caps. Oh, what is driving past you?
I mean, how many Passat wagons have we seen since Friday? Double digits. So it definitely seems to be a big thing. I mean, there's so many wagons in general. You know. Do you know what there wasn't so much of? Morbid obesity. I don't want to, give too much away, but I think we're on the no speed limit autobahn now in the rain because it's just got 3 slash lines, a
Yeah.
white circle.
Yeah, I think that's
I never thought in a billion years that I would ever be driving on the autobahn. That's crazy.
Even we've been on the autobahn.
No, but I'm talking
Just
about the
non-speed limit
autobahn that
version.
we Americans have been told about.
But it's on a rainy day, and you have to be careful.
But at least I was on it. I was on a road with no speed limit. Not for very long. Huh? No, I just dropped to 80 just now. That's what those signs were about. Das Auto. Yeah, I remember those commercials.
Seditionalist said, great excuse to catch up on skip leg days. And he goes, keep indicating left if you are overtaking in the left lane at high speed.
And the thing is, there's a car company, I believe it's called Skoda. They look like all the other German car companies. I wonder if that's a German car company, Skoda.
They were one of the companies that had a pavilion or a showroom.
So they're part of
Volkswagen,
the Vagina Auto Group.
yes. This additional list thinks it's Swedish.
Okay. Their design language for their vehicles are very. They look a lot like VW, a lot.
Oh, he goes, no, I'm wrong. It's Czech.
Pizza Rand? What the hell is that? Look! It,
I don't know.
it's a lot of weird stuff. The VW Caddy. That's funny. We have a 120 kilometer. But the thing is, it's raining, so I don't really feel that comfortable going that fast. The roads are in remarkably good condition everywhere. I think I hit one rough patch in the road, I think one time, the entire time I was here. And we drove to Potsdam. I drove all around Berlin pretty much the entire time we've been here.
I think Tune and I did ride the train once.
Uh-huh.
I did pick up.
Uh-huh.
Very easy, very quick. It runs fairly often. It's a very small train, as in there are not many cars,
Mm.
but it runs fairly often. Godfrey is here.
Gottfried ate my food!
He goes, hi there, you still in Germany? We're about to leave.
Yeah, we're on our way to the airport now, man. Just came from the gym.
Yeah.
And then I get this wall of water like right into the windshield. Like, how do y'all expect me to drive fast in these conditions? I feel like I'm hydroplaning.
Car guy is studying math in college,
Oh, okay.
and then he says, I hate it.
Well, you got to get that degree. If you paid the fees to get into college, just do it. There's like a wall of water.
Car guy thinks that Dr. Volkswagen made Volkswagen Caddy for work reasons.
Yeah, it looked like the kind of panel van that dudes that try to lure children into it with candy and puppies.
Also, just one says Caddy is mainly used for parcel delivery things. But car guy, yes, we are eating for dinner.
I think that is the title of the stream. Half a mile.
Godfrey goes, don't worry, next time I'll invite y'all. Well, next time will probably be in Munich.
Wasn't there a film called Munich? You can say it again, I guess.
I was typing it in the chat. Car guy says that they use Spans for deliveries. Still talking about the baddies. I think some baddies are used for other work license.
Yeah.
But basically a work car.
I've merged. All right. There is a house on wheels.
Here it is. Oh, mini house.
It really feels like Final Destination right now.
Godfrey says, I hope this fight will be handled faster. The car guy asks, wait, who's in the back seat of the car? I see a head. And I spotted you. Car guy. Traditionally says you have an entourage. You basically do. Car guy goes, did you guys murder someone?
Look at this house.
Oh, that's so cool.
We really need to get past it because it makes me nervous.
Car guy says he dropped out of college a second ago. I don't know if it's
Yep. So yeah, I got a good leg day in yesterday.
I think it's in your sleeping. That's why. That's why he's asking for words.
Oh,
I'm just confused by Car guy's comments. He goes, okay, I dropped out of college. Like I dropped out a second ago.
I think he's trolling.
He goes, you mean why I dropped out? I hate math, that's why.
Yeah, math is not really loved by too many people. But they all like to count money, though.
Godfrey has a question. Have you come to terms with driving in Germany, or is it still as bad as the beginning?
No, the driving to Germany is so much better than driving in New York. It's not even. Oh man, it's so much better. Godfrey came out the day that we got here, so I was driving very gingerly. I have a much better grasp on it now. really enjoy the driving culture here in Germany.
I talked to my dad and I dropped out. Godfrey says thanks.
Not about the dropping out.
That's right, Godfrey, how fast were you driving when you were going home?
Yeah, she wants to know how fast.
Fast.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever driven this close to one of these, so it's a great spot.
They're very large. I think somebody was telling me, oh, it was Captain Paul was telling me they had to assist because some guy fell off of one of those things. Yeah. And that shit looks massive.
Free.
I don't know if the kind of freedom you think it is going to be worth it. Yeah, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people dislike Mac.
Additionals asked, what speed is your car limited to? 250 or 320?
It says 260. That's what it says on the speedometer, but I don't really know. But if you want to look it up, it's a 2024 BMW 320D. So if you want to look that up, you can find the answer to your question.
Car guys Passat.
Want to do it? Okay.
Car guys Passat goes 260. Additionalist says 240 is 160 miles an hour. 150 miles an hour. Hey, maths. Gottfried says, well, the way back was unrestricted, so I was doing 240 occasionally on some parts. That's what I loved before I made it back.
Yep. Look at that big old X they put on there. That's funny. Hope you guys are having fun in the comment section. Gottfried, thank you so much for coming through on Friday. It was a really nice welcoming to Germany.
Thank you, sir. You had a sign that you printed too, right?
Yeah, he printed out a TSP sign before he left the house. That was cool. Okay, so where we were supposed to go is blocked off, which is why.
Recalculating.
Yep, it's blocked off.
As soon as we make it at that time, because we are have about an hour behind.
The car guy's Elizabeth's bath.
Yep.
Or maybe this is where it was supposed to go and took that into account already.
Calculate for me.
Did you hit the start button?
Start.
Or maybe it was supposed to recalculate and then it didn't.
Just 1 second, guys. Our GPS is not GPSing. This is we're still about 45 minutes in. I'll have my GPS up. It says we'll be exiting. Yeah, car ride guys went crazy. So additionally, it says my car tops out around 110 miles per hour. Going above 80 to 90 miles per hour is already getting uncomfortable. My car with short wheelbase makes it kind of floaty and snappy.
Floaty does not sound fun.
This additionally says somebody's having a mental breakdown. He's having no longer have to go to school breakdown. Factory says, thank you a lot. I was too tired to tell you that day, but it was super fun to meet you.
Yeah, that was a really fun experience, man. I just hope that I don't get screwed.
I have my Google Maps open, so it says in 3.8 kilometers. 3.8 kilometers, we're going to be exiting right.
Okay.
Towards Flughafen or Brandenburg. Actually, you should be seeing the signs for Brandenburg Airport. Flughafen is.
So are we still going in the right direction? Okay. Hit the grid right here. Google Maps. Let's see if and try to put in to help me hide from the cops. Oh my god. The car guy is definitely having a moment right now.
Sorry, give us a moment, guys.
It's right there. No, you forgot the it's right there.
There we go. You know, bring it. Okay. Sorry, the map was acting up. We are back. Traditionalist asks, is it an airport rental car? I imagine the airport being written on the road signs and the rental place being on signs near the airport. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We're at the part of the journey where the signs should start saying flughafen,
Huh,
airport.
that sounded like an illness. Hit the grid and see if Apple Maps will come up again. Or is it still stuck on stupid?
Stuck on stupid.
What I can do is throw that away to open it up again and see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like it's working now. All right. Map is working again. Yay. Yeah, we didn't want to completely rely on the signs since I am like at super basic.
What is the car guy saying right now?
Progress. Reading it. He goes, "Don't tell on me. Help me hide from the cops. I'm killing myself. Bye." Hey, this is Car Guy Jr. I want to tell you some bad news. The real car guy killed himself. The traditionalist says, "Can I have his 01 Passat, Jr.?" Car guy goes, "Sure, I guess." Well, I guess I'll replace the car guy. That's what's going on in the comments right now.
Okay. Hey, there's a Range Rover.
So he says,
Another Tesla.
"From now on, call me Car Guy Jr."
Like the fast food place, Carl's Jr.
Something like that.
So, one of the things I'm really proud of is that I didn't miss a single day at the gym. I intended to take Sunday off because I didn't think that we would really be able to travel through Berlin while the marathon was going on.
Yeah.
So I baked that off day in there, which is why Saturday's training was so hard.
Godfrey asks, "Want to tell the world what place Mrs. Evil finished? I probably finished in place 50,000 and something."
Stupid.
It was like
There were people that were still on the course when you were off the course. Stop it.
probably like 4,000 people. I think there were about 54,000 people finished the race. So 50,000.
One of the things that I wonder, sitting here in Germany, I've been thinking about this a little bit. Like, do people look at Mercedes and BMW as, some really great? Oh, there's a sticker. Somebody asked about the speed limit. It says 210 kilometers per hour. I don't know why in the dash it goes up to 260 if it really only goes up to 210. I know one of you guys was asking about that.
So it actually doesn't say what place I finished.
Maybe you finished so far back that they just was like,
Well, in New York races, they'll put the place for everyone, based on gender, age group, just put it. So they didn't put it. Weird.
Yeah, she would finish way faster than me because I wouldn't finish. I wouldn't start.
So it took me 5 hours, 58 minutes, and 42 seconds to finish.
6 hours.
6 hours. Seditionalist asked, close to a PB or had a tough run? It was a tough run. Godfrey says it's still probably 100 times faster than me. Godfrey, you could just walk and you'd be faster than me. 'Cause you're tall.
Godfrey is very lanky.
All
That
you
is
have
true.
to do- if you just speed walk, you're automatically faster than me. Everybody's faster than me. Yeah, a bit of a tough run. We all were suffering from jet lag, and I didn't realize I was suffering from jet lag until the last minute because my jet lag issues were tummy issues,
Gastric in nature.
and that happened during the race. So I just tried to finish it without losing my breakfast. But I finished it. Sedition says 260 driving off a cliff. Sedition says I could probably walk faster, but I wouldn't have the stamina to finish though.
Oh, you were able to comment in the post now. That's cool. Thank you.
Race is around 14 minutes per mile. I'll tell you right now. 13:27. Yeah. About 13 and a half minutes per mile. Average.
All right, the car guy. Thanks for coming by.
See you, car guy. When I began the race, before the stomach issues started, I was running at about somewhere between 11 and 12 minutes per mile. 11 and a half minutes per mile. And then it all went downhill at around mile 13, 14. See you, car guy. But I have another race in 4.5 weeks.
Yep. New York City Marathon.
Which will be faster than 14 minutes per mile.
Yep. No, I get that, but I'm wondering, should we get in this other lane and bypass this line? Because this looks like it goes for a half a mile.
Yeah, be turning the way we do.
Oh.
Yeah, this is our line.
Oh, okay.
We're stuck here.
Oh, wow. That's why it's 12 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we're back.
And it opens up after it makes the curve, but we're stuck here.
I guess people would not be very happy if we got out of this line and then reappeared a half a mile down the road. But then also, like, I don't know if all these people have to catch a flight.
Godfrey says, so maybe the pineapple fries were bad, though, after all? Sorry for that.
No, I mean, nothing bad happened to my stomach eating it.
Oh, seditionalists. I might have to take a wrench your way. Because pineapple goes into wood stove oven on pizza, not in the deep fryer.
I agree with you.
You're taking away a wrench.
I agree with you. Stad. I agree with you. Even when no one else does. And by no one else, I'm just talking about her. We see pineapple on pizza as often as we do because enough people have said absolutely.
No. People just like to see others suffer.
But we're not suffering because we like it.
Just like goes, probably if you pass all those cars trying to merge half a mile down the road, you'll be left hanging.
There's a slowdown right here. What did Stad say?
Probably if you pass all those cars trying to merge half a mile down the road, you'll be left hanging.
I mean, I really could pull some asshole New York shit. But that's not who I want to be. That's a big ass Mini. That looked like a regular size SUV.
He goes, luckily it's a Wednesday afternoon outside holiday period, but it'll probably be relatively quiet at the airport.
Sure.
And I think most runners have already
I've already left.
On the way here, most of the passengers on the airplane were runners
Yep.
or family of runners.
There was one alien who I think ran, but the rest were human beings.
Yes. On the way back.
I really want to see what's causing this this jam.
This jam is making me nervous. This is 45 minutes to 14 miles.
Sorry. Just couldn't do it anymore. Ooh. That looks risky. Sorry. There's a lot of trucks too. Sorry, guy. I just could not sit there any longer. It was really cool to like watch like Godfrey like really try to really get that good activation.
He says, Gottfried says, I'm trying to do a mini 100 push-up challenge every Wednesday now. Gottfried, are you still sore from the other day?
Yeah, that was I'm glad that I skipped a lot of what I just skipped. We could have been stuck there for half an hour.
I'm looking for primary checking that stuff.
Yeah.
Additional says, he goes, Godfrey says, till yesterday, I was, yes. So this is mine. Time for pain again.
Hey, Gottfried, I did the same muscle group today as when I saw you on Friday.
Additional says there are road works on which one side of the neighboring highway is closed off. 5 p.m. is prime rush hour. And this isn't the last traffic jam we're going to hit either.
But that means that we're relatively close then.
We're very close to the airport.
Yeah.
Which is this. And the other thing is, I think it's a small airport. So it's not like LaGuardia or JFK.
Where there's like 50,000 terminals.
It takes fucking 20 minutes after we even get through security to find your gate.
Yeah.
That's the other reason we're trying to get rid of
it. It was nice that we left from Terminal 7 because that was small too.
Yes.
I mean, it was a small part of a large airport, but you know, you get out of the taxi and we really didn't have to physically go very far from security.
Yeah, if we were flying a JetBlue or Delta on the way in.
Remember, JetBlue used to be, I guess, where Norris is now.
Mm-hmm. He goes, wow, you're a warrior. I fold like sheet metal.
That's what I was trying to get you to do. Fold that back up. Stretch that back. Squeeze it. And fold it up again like a New York slice of pizza. I think we're doing okay on time. Like I thought about like the airports that we normally go through.
We are risking it because when we boarded the airplane in New York, they started boarding an hour before the plane was supposed to leave. The plane is leaving at 7:20. This is bad.
I think we'll be fine. But I'm glad that I skipped that line.
I'm really glad. Well, there's nothing else we could do about it now, but
It looks like it's letting up too.
remember, anytime they put a time when the plane is supposed to leave, boarding was way earlier than that, so you can't look at that time.
Yeah.
Additional says, and no TSA on this side of the pond, just normal security folks that don't need to belittle you before letting you pass.
Yeah, we all wore, the kind of clothes that get you through security very quickly.
Looks like we're about to merge onto that highway where people are actually moving.
Yeah, yeah, like what you saw before, it's legit.
Mm-hmm.
We also exiting as well. It's just split off.
Do you know which terminal we need to go?
I don't know.
How many terminals are in the airport?
There are multiple. So we have to find the signs for Norse,
1 to
which is part of also what takes up time.
P4 to P8. Car park.
Well, we're going straight to the.
I know, but yeah.
Actually, we're fine. Our flight's been delayed.
Not surprising.
Probably the weather, right?
Get there when we get there. I'm actually relieved to see this because we're sorry to inform you. I'm like, no, thank you. Not that I want to get home late, but
Maybe that, sometimes when the flight is delayed, the captain tries to make up for it by taking a different way that takes less time. They
no.
did that on our way here.
Yeah, no, I was getting really nervous. New flight departure time is 10:15. I'm okay with this.
Wait, what?
10:15
Local time?
local time.
It's delayed 3 hours?
Look how long it's taking us to even get there.
Yeah. Actually, that's good for us.
No, not 3 hours. Maybe 1 hour delay.
Well, it is what it is. We get there, we sit and eat.
Yeah.
Not just sitting in traffic with anxiety.
Better not have anxiety.
Oh man, they're trying to fuck with my leg day on Thursday. That's what they're trying to do. Because a 3 hour delay means getting home at 1 o'clock. You know what that means? Getting to the airport at 1 o'clock, getting home at 3 o'clock. Well, probably not 3 o'clock, probably 2 o'clock.
Siegfried says, I think Berlin only has 2 terminals.
Thank you.
Oh, that's just awful.
Godfrey goes, this means we're getting a longer street, right?
Oh God. I was thinking about cutting the stream at 30 minutes, but
Now you gotta continue.
yeah.
This edition goes, and with 550 miles an hour, it will be able to skip across the water surface with the last stretch.
It was going above 600 miles an hour when you were like poking at the screen, like at elevation of like 40,000 feet. I guess those 787s have higher capacity for that kind of thing.
What time are you planning on doing legs? Because I can work tomorrow. So if you're going to come with me to sit in the car.
That would be really cool, because what that would allow me to do is I pretty much would maybe nap for an hour or something like that, and then I would go and do the session at 5 a.m. and then come home and go to sleep for a while.
Eat together. That's what it's
That would be super helpful if we could do that, because
So you want to skip it?
I would really be upset.
Car guy is back. Welcome back, car guy.
I thought it was Car Guy Jr.
Oh, is this car guy or car guy junior? And Traditionalist says, he goes, what I'd miss. Well, you missed a small panic attack, followed by relief, followed by another small panic attack, followed by relief. You went something like that, right? It was car guy junior.
I mean, we could just turn around and go to one of these towns and have dinner or something. I don't know.
Susha says, flying 787. In that case, the captain doesn't need to worry about weight shedding for optimal flight. The plane will do that automatically. Thanks, Boeing. You're an asshole. Those jets, though, on that plane were
Massive.
great.
I'm getting up on this guy's bumper too quick.
Plus, we have to drop off the car by 7 o'clock.
They're going to be offering us some fucking discounts or some shit. It's 3 hour delay. Fuck off.
Oh, Seditionalist says, if the delay is more than 2 hours, you're entitled to free food and drinks, EU law.
I would love to see a copy of this law. Better be offering us something. The email doesn't say anything about that, does it?
I think it'll be in on the website. Car guy goes, I was joking. I'm the real car guy. I never killed myself.
Yeah, we were following your meltdown.
He goes,
Yeah. Oh man, the Volkswagen T-Rock. You're supposed to appeal to like urban folk or something. The VW T-Rock. It even has a hyphen.
Mhm. So this is a short delay here. And then right before we make the turn for the airport, there's another delay there.
That's probably why the flight is delayed. The captain is stuck in this traffic with us, but his driver stayed in that line that I got out of. How much time do you think I saved? Oh, that's cars from Lithuania.
Yeah.
She's awake.
She's not awake. This is her soul speaking.
Oh my God, the drone, the Dragon. Some nice houses over there, though.
Awesome.
I see them, and I think of people that wear wooden shoes. Oh my God. This this slow drip driving is like starting to weigh me down. Sorry for intercontinental flights, it might be 4 hours delay. But in that case, you should be reimbursed 600 euros.
Can you go to Dresden?
Where is he getting that from?
I found there's a document attached to the email actually that says notice of your rights in case of denied boarding, long delays, or flight cancellation.
What are they saying?
I'm trying to figure that out without getting carsick.
We can go to Dresden, only 5.8 miles away. Dresden, further down Dresden, there's Czech Republic. We can go to another country.
Alright, there is right to care. So if you're involuntarily denied boarding or your flight is delayed more than 2 hours upon departure for flights more than 1,500 kilometers, more than 3 hours upon departure for flights between 1,500 and 3,500 kilometers, or intra-EU flights, blah, 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 blah. You will be entitled to meals and refreshments in reasonable relation to waiting time, 2 telephone calls, faxes, or emails, accommodation if a stay of 1 or more nights or a stay additional to that intended by you becomes necessary, and the reasonably expected time of departure of your new flight is 1 day or more later than scheduled departure. Transportation, all of the above will be free of charge. Compensation. For the same. So delay of 3 hours or more, or if your flight is canceled, you may be entitled to compensation. The levels of compensation are, I know.
Sounds like a commercial. If you've been diddled by Diddy, you might be entitled to compensation.
250 euros for flights of 1,500 kilometers or less. That's not us. 400 euros for flights within the EU of more than 15. Nope, we're not within the EU. 600 euros for all other flights. Compensation will be reduced by 50% if rerouting offered to your final destination results in an arrival time which does not exceed the scheduled arrival time by the original flight by 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours for all other flights.
So we're probably going to be in line for something.
Yeah, I think we'll be.
And if that's true, then some of our expenses might actually be covered.
I'm gonna go back to the chat because I did. Yes. This edition was provided a link. Thank you. I'm gonna open that up and so we'll check out that YouTube video. Yeah, check that out. It has an EU regulation document. Yes, possibility we could be reimbursed up to 600 euros. One way or another, we should be reimbursed something. We'll ask them.
Yeah.
Our guy says he's going to eat an apple. Seditious says, I added the link in the chat. Thank you for the link. I got it. And I have it open in my browser. I'm going to continue reading it when we get to the airport, because if I continue reading now, I'll get car sick. It'll ask for departing and arriving airport plus delay and show you your rights.
So when we go to check in, they'll walk us through it, or they're going to try to act like they don't know that that's the policy.
I have no idea. I've never been in this situation before.
Okay.
Both domestically as well.
Because if it's 600 euros per person,
yeah, I have no idea.
that would be something.
The last delayed flight that I experienced was domestic, and the delay was announced after we had already arrived. We already got to check in, like we were at the gate waiting, and that's when they announced the delay. So this particular situation is new for me. I don't know. I mean, besides like the document he gave us, but as far as how things get implemented.
That's why I like, doing the flights that have no connections, because the only thing you need is a delay on the first flight, and you miss the second one.
I know, and some of the ones I saw had a connection of layover of 1 hour, and I was like,
nope, that's too tight.
Exactly, and like I said before, whatever is your flight time, they close the door to the airplane
like 15 or 20 minutes before that.
So your flight time is really 45 minutes before what's on the piece of paper.
Right.
Car guy is losing his shit again.
Okay, cool.
Most edition says they'll keep their mouth shut if you don't ask, and they'll try to downplay it if you do ask. Because do not only ask for the specific compensation, also ask your rights on compensation during delay, so they legally can't screw you over.
He's not playing. I had a feeling that there would be some provision, but they would try to conveniently not mention it in case they could save that money.
Yeah, our flight is delayed.
It was 7:20, right?
2 hours and 55 minutes.
That's why they're doing that. That's why they're doing the 2:55 instead of the full 3. Because they're trying to keep it within the 3 hour to keep it at 2. It could be 2:59 and it'll still be 2.
He puts in quotes, "Well, we already offered you compensation by a voucher for second coffee free, and you accepted it as compensation." I would accept it as part of the compensation. He goes, "Nah, bro." That delay made it feel like we were driving 50 miles and we weren't. It's just a few.
Yeah. So, yeah, that would be really helpful. I really like to get that leg day in without, you know, worrying about the time as much. Because it seems like I will definitely need some food, some sleep,
Yeah.
some kind of sleep. But they also sent you the email with that attachment that talked about compensation, right?
That said, talked about your rights, yes.
Okay, so they may not want to pay out, but they might have to pay out. It could be 400 euros or whatever, but they should be. And obviously, it doesn't cover all the expenses of the trip, but I think that would be pretty helpful. So yeah, I'm gonna do the legs and shoulders tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy that. In a way, yeah.
If we ever need a lawyer, we're going to hire a seditionalist.
Yeah, for real.
He goes, quote, "A printed or electronic notice informing you of your EU air passenger rights must be clearly displayed at the airport check-in desk, at check-in kiosks, and online." Second part. If you were denied boarding, your flight was canceled, you experience a delay of more than 2 hours at departure, or you arrive with a long delay at your final destination, the airline must give you written notice setting out rules for compensation and assistance. Yeah, so when we check in to get our boarding pass,
You're gonna do your Brooklyn Karen thing.
thank you, seditionalist. We will ask them. Listen, I always start off very nice and sweet. The voice goes a little higher pitched. "Hi, how are you? How's your day? Don't bug us." Something like that.
You put another link.
Add the link.
Erntedankfest.
If you arrived at your final destination with a delay of more than 3 hours, you're entitled to compensation, unless the delay was due to extraordinary circumstances.
They're gonna always claim extraordinary circumstances.
We're going to try. So we do have, at least in the email, there's a link to It says, we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Please find your passenger rights by clicking this link. And that's the link I have checked.
Yep, no need to be a Karen about it if they don't try to Karen you.
Well, Terminal 1 is where we're leaving from. Terminal 1, 8:17. It's claiming we will arrive to New York by 10 p.m.
Sounds like BS to me.
You gonna see you Karen today?
Hey, very nice.
That's a Karen would say that.
Seditionist goes, no need to be a Karen about it if they don't try to Karen you. He puts, quote, sorry to bother you, but we would like to make use of the compensations that come with our delay. It's a good way to start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, sounds really professional.
Like I said, if we ever need a lawyer, we're hiring seditionist. Plus, I didn't bring my hoop earrings, so I can't Karen it anyway.
No, but you can pull out the Brooklyn accent though.
I know, but it's amplified if I wear the hoops.
And jump through hoops. Good. They painted an airplane on the side of that building.
Can I take out my
Look how they say conference room.
Conference. Moment. I don't know how to pronounce the A when it has the.
Yeah.
This is the last section of traffic.
I'm grateful. Aviation plus innovation. Well, I thought I'm back from welcoming my parents. Cool. You know, I was very I really thought that the whoever designed the hotel room was like a bodybuilder because the way that they put the lighting and the full length mirrors everywhere, it made me look like I was a pro bodybuilder, especially in my legs.
Seditionist goes 600 euros per passenger and comping your dinner will likely be cheaper for your airline than legal bills if you don't. He goes, that's the Karen thing. It's still correct. Ready for food.
I guess I'm very fortunate that I had that protein drink. They'll let us carry this empty bottle in there, right?
You just go. Oh, yeah. Empty bottle ready for you.
Yeah.
You should chug this, though. They're not going to let us bring this in.
You want me to fart all the way through?
Get to the gate faster. Yeah. Godfrey goes, book the hotel for a photo shoot next time.
Yeah.
Seditious goes, be mindful of the delay being shortened to the last minute, as that'll save them a lot of money. They won't care if you'll miss your flight because of that. Be prepared to be on standby during the entire day. Yep.
Thank you for warning us.
Yeah, I mean, we sat very, very close to the terminal, you know. We'll probably do the same.
Yeah.
The gate, I meant to say. We sat very close to the gate. We normally do that.
Yeah, once we find the date and we can find food. I mean, that's the only crappy part, or one of the crappy things about them not having an app. Is that with an airline, with one of the bigger airlines, even an airline like JetBlue, the app would notify you
Mm-hmm.
if there are delays. With Norse, I have to continually check my email because my email is not sent to notify me immediately for every email. This bus is making a right-hand turn anyway, so it's coming in early. So yeah, I'll just be glued to my email. Or there should also be a screen with all of the departure information.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep an eye on that. Thanks for keeping us company, guys.
Yeah, because this drive was hard. This drive was very, very difficult, in my opinion.
There's a Chinese restaurant close to the airport. Thanks, dude. We're gonna drop off the car now. The traffic around here is pretty bad.
Yeah, we're just gonna go to the airport, have a seat.
So just to be safe.
My quad.
I also have our reservation time for the car ending at 7. Did that just play it safe? Good thing I did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the price would have been different if I said 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
We do you want to speak on your criticism for T-Mobile? Because I did this whole live stream after they said that the 5 gigabytes was gone. We probably are on T-Mobile right here in Germany, and I didn't lose any high speed anything.
Yeah, I received a message that says I've used all of my high speed data, including the 5 gig international pass. So we purchased the international pass from T-Mobile, which gives us unlimited calling and 5 gigs of high speed internet. My understanding is that if I did not do that and we went with the default, that we would get throttled internet and we would be charged 25 cents per minute for phone calls. And then I saw that there were T-Mobile stores in Berlin. There's a T-Mobile office-looking building. So I don't understand why coverage isn't automatic here in Berlin for all T-Mobile users. Why are you nickel and diming me to use a service that I already paid for? Doesn't make sense. Why isn't the country that you already covered in my plan? We went to a country where T-Mobile is not one of the providers, and that would make sense. But it seems like they are. And they have big ass signs and office buildings all around. So I was not happy about that. I don't think there's much I can do about it, but I'm not happy about it. You know what grinds my gears?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I got to say about it. Oh yeah, and Citizens goes, they won't mind sending you a healthy bill afterwards for going over your bundle in a country that they already cover. Like when we
Yep.
went to Dominican Republic, we got the day pass because T-Mobile, I don't think, is covered in the Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm.
So we paid for it, which was fine. I think London as well. We paid for it. It's just stupid. Berlin, Brandenburg.
Well, it says Terminal 1 and 2. It doesn't actually say it on the sign. Alright, so we're in the right place.
I'm helping with map duty, so if I don't see your comment, apologies. We are nearing our destination. Business Park. Business Park.
Kind bar. Oh, wow. You didn't use the turn signal.
Here's what a few people have driven. Unsafe, recklessly. Meters, Schoenfelder.
Oh, did I miss a turn? It was telling me to go and make this loop.
Business Park.
Hopefully it's a relatively empty airport. Hey, Catherine, Anna Hauserman in the building.
Hey, Catherine.
Thank you for coming by. We are trying to get out of Germany.
Country will let us.
You know, the problem is
Let's go home.
I haven't told enough racist jokes. So, yeah. Oh, it actually is a parking circle. Okay. So, good to see you again, Catherine. So, we're down to our last half a mile. Yeah.
Thanks again, guys, for keeping us company. While we navigate
Yeah. This
new
was,
country.
yeah, a new old country because I'm pretty sure that Germany is pretty old.
Country does.
Got it.
And it says just keep going straight. So I think at this point we just start looking for signs that let us know where to go. This is supposed to be those buildings over there.
Yep. Yeah, this was quite the adventure. Upon return, Mrs. Evil and I will be recording some final thoughts on our experience here in Germany. Um, and some of the differences between our, experiences in Germany and our experiences in New York. 450 feet. 250 feet.
So it says this is parking. I don't know if this is car drop off parking.
Car rental.
Guess we keep going. Was
Since we
P2 the
have-
building we were at before?
I believe so.
Yeah, this seems like regular parking.
Um,
Can we
but
check
yeah, it
out?
was it was right across the street from the.
See a citizenalist. Thanks again for the documentation
Oh yeah, definitely. That was very helpful.
for the legal assistance.
And if the penalties are what they are, then and they honor it, I'm happy with the delay.
So then,
Hey man, if we were able to get
Just in case we
some up to 1,800 euros returned. Airport City. I think we're supposed to go this way. Huh?
It's not it.
Yeah, that doesn't look like I can go there. Oh yeah, I think this is it.
I don't know what that word means, but it's pointing.
Yeah, I was about to turn into the wrong lane. That would have been bad. So
Our guy goes, "Bro, you're still alive." Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
yeah. Much love to y'all's those.
Car rental return.
Yeah, that's it.
Yay!
Gonna turn over here first so we can say goodbye to our peoples.
Yep. We made it.
Wow, that's a V12. Was that an M5? It's a V12. Wow, that's not allowed in Central Berlin. Anyway, we
I mean, if we got $600 a pop, 600 euros a pop, 6, 12, 18.
Yep.
It would cover most of the hotel.
That would be a good thing.
It would be. Listen, any compensation we would
Be
get,
happy
I would
with.
be happy with it.
Yep.
It's more money than we had before, so. even
She's
a free
right.
Dinner.
Yep.
I'll take a free dinner.
Yep. But don't tell them that.
No, I'm not gonna tell them that. Fuck no.
All right, and I hope that they're not watching the stream.
Can you say where's the 600 euros?
Yep.
Please.
Please. All right, y'all. Much love to all the y'alls. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for supporting.
Bye.
And obviously a safe flight.
You were on the screen the whole time.
A safe flight would mean that I will be back here tomorrow on Genius Take the Wheel episode 162, and hopefully, I will be able to perform. But yeah, that's a wrap here. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
You see a wave.